Buenos días, queridos estudiantes. Soy la señora Yetman. Hola. I'm here to talk to you about our last grammar concept for the year. This is for the week of April 27th through May 3rd. So this new concept I want to show you is used all the time, just like ir a is used all the time, voy a trabajar, voy al cine, that type of thing. This one is also used all the time, and it's very simple, okay? It's what we call a grammar formula because you have to use two parts, and it's called the present progressive. Or presente progresivo. Okay, so the present progressive is basically how we form those ing sentences to say that we are doing something, that someone is doing something. So you follow a very simple formula. You use the verb estar in the present tense, that's why it's called the present progressive, plus another verb in that ing form, okay? Now, there are three simple ways to get the ing. Basically, if it's an AR verb, you take off that AR and you add ando. If it's an ER or an IR verb, you take those off, you add yendo, yendo. Okay, now of course there's always going to be irregular verbs, and I'll get into those in just a second, but let's try the regular ones. Okay, so if I want to say, I am talking, really simple. So, estar in I am for estar is yo estoy. And then we all know hablar is to talk, right? So hablar is an AR verb. I'm going to take off that AR and I'm going to add ando. So yo estoy hablando. Okay? That's as easy as, it's pretty easy. That's basically what we're doing. Let's try another one though. Let's say no Tabitha. Sorry, Tabitha's in the, okay, baby. 1 second. Tabby, you have to leave. Sorry, Tabitha likes to help. Okay, we are eating. Okay, let's say we are eating, and we know we're going to use estar plus the verb comer, to eat. Okay, so we are in the, now if you've forgotten your estar, let's go back to estar a little bit, and let's just put him in here. Remember, it's estoy, estás, está, estamos, estáis, and están. Don't worry too much about the estáis. That's Spanish. That's Spain, and you won't see it very much. Okay, so here we go. So we are would be estamos, right? So estamos. And then we take off that ER in comer, and we add our yendo. Estamos comiendo. Okay? All right, let's try, just for fun, let's try an IR. Let's say they are writing. They are writing. Escribir is to write. Okay, so once again, they are. We want to use ellos, and as you probably already guessed, we're going to use están. Ellos están, and then we take off that IR, escribiendo. Okay? All right. So I hope that helps with the basics. Now, I do want to mention that on page 7, I have some notes that I'm going to be putting online, and I want you to read those because not every verb is regular. There are some irregular verbs, and you have to be careful. So just make sure you double check for those irregulars. There's not tons of them, but there are probably, let's see, about 6, maybe 7 of them. So let's do one with that. Let's say you are sleeping. You are sleeping. Okay, so we know that dormir is to sleep, right? And we're going to do that to form. So we're going to say tú go back up here and choose estás, right? Tú estás. Now, it's an IR verb, so we're still going to be using the yendo. We're still going to do that. But this little guy, for some reason, the O changes to a U. So, tú estás durmiendo. Okay? So, you know, dormir is one of the irregulars. We've got pedir, servir, vestir, decir, and venir. And those are all on your list on page 7 of the notes, so you can see what those look like. Okay, now, one last thing to talk to you about that you may have to do is, hang on just a second. No, I think that's about it. I was wrong. I was going to talk to you about pronouns, but we're not getting into that yet. We're just doing it. One last thing, though, I do want to say to you is on some of your exercises, they will call it the gerundio. The gerundio, okay? If you see that term, that is just talking about that ing form. So if it tells you, give me the gerundio of this verb, for example, bailar, right? And they want you to give them the gerundio, they just want you to take that off and add the right ing form. So that would be bailando. You're not really doing the present progressive, you're just learning how to form that gerund that goes with the present progressive. Okay, my helper is back. All right, I hope that helped. Make sure you read your notes. Make sure you read, sorry, Tabby, stop it. She's messing with my camera. Okay, so anyway, please read the notes and also watch the video. Let me know if you have any questions or any problems. And te echo de menos. I miss you guys. And I hope that you're doing well, okay? Adios.